Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Nasdaq Amplify's Issuer Spotlight, where we feature conversations with leaders of some of the world's most innovative and growth-oriented small-cap companies. Today, I'm joined by Sharon Carmel, founder and chief executive officer of Nasdaq-listed Beamr. Sharon, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about Beamr and what you're working on?
Absolutely. So Beamr's main expertise is to optimize video, make the videos smaller and better versions of themselves. We make them smaller by 30 to 50%, and that means that all of the costs associated with storing or moving them over the network is proportionally lower at 30 to 50%. Also, I would add that smaller video travel faster over the network, and that means that you have a better user experience because they just, get over the network faster.
So taking a 30,000-foot view and looking ahead, can you talk a little bit about the market opportunity and what it might look like over the next decade, just given the overwhelming demand for video content?
Absolutely. So I think, that video, as all other industries, is going through disruption by AI today. And luckily, Beamr moved all of its platform and innovations to GPU, and this is exactly the right platform where the revolution takes place. So if you think about it, the video market today, it is mature. Everybody can stream video, capture video, social networks, etc. However, when it comes to AI, it's at the very beginning of the revolution. Imagine, that AI will change the way that we consume video. For example, you will be able to search this exact presentation and video that we're capturing right now for every time that I was mentioning GPUs. And it will not just tell you what is the minute or second, that it was actually appearing. It will create a custom video for you on the fly with all of that snippets.
So how is that impacting your product roadmap?
Oh, it's impacting our roadmap in many ways. Luckily, we decided to move from traditional CPU encoding to GPU encoding because we believe that it will help us to serve a much larger market. Initially, we were in the streaming media industry, working with giants like Netflix and Paramount that we still serve and very happy with. However, we were limited to that market. We hit a wall, I would say, when it comes to large amounts of video. Let's talk about social networks or user-generated content. IoT, whether it is video surveillance. There are 1 billion cameras out there capturing video 24/7. For that, you cannot do with a software solution because it is too slow and too expensive. And we had a wonderful opportunity in 2021 to bring our solution to NVIDIA GPUs. And that was, a kind of a defining moment for the company because we knew we're going to get much better performance. Eventually, what happened is that we are currently performing 10 times faster at 1/10 of the cost than our previous solutions. So this is opening a whole new opportunity. At the same time, if you think about it, those same GPUs that accelerate our technology are those GPUs that process AI. So you can have in the same pipeline, not just the video optimization that makes the video smaller and transferred faster. We can do so many things, using AI with GPUs.
Can you talk about the competitive landscape and how Beamr differentiates itself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, again, video is mature. It's been there, for many years in broadcasting, in user-generated content, medical, I would say IoT, and all of these type of markets. And I think, it's mature and there's a lot of companies that are excelling in that. We are very fortunate to lead the transformations to GPU and bring not just, the speed, but also our unique IP of video optimization. We can reduce the videos by the 30-50% that I was mentioning while we are committing to the source quality. Each and every frame that we produce looks exactly the same. It is playable exactly the same. However, it is 30% smaller and looks exactly as the source.
So you talked about AI.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure that you stay ahead of technical disruptions and just shifting demand for video consumption in general?
So yeah, we need to work hard for that. So I think, being in a leadership position as we are today by moving to GPUs, of course, we will need to maintain that position. By being experts in video and pixel nerds, I would say we can actually enhance video using AI. I'll give you a few examples. One of the examples would be super resolution. Imagine that you have standard definition video, and now using AI, we can enhance it to HD or even 4K. Imagine that while we are doing our processing, we can extract tons of metadata and make your video searchable. We cannot just identify just the video objects. We can say, what's happening in the scene? Is it happy or sad? Who's speaking, et cetera, et cetera. And all of that can be done in real time using GPUs. And by leading that and putting these capabilities and being first to market with them, I believe we will be able to maintain our leadership.
So obviously we're here in Times Square at Nasdaq MarketSite.
Yeah.
You're a Nasdaq listed company.
Yep.
So what role have the public markets played in advancing your mission, and what does Nasdaq represent to you?
That's an excellent question. I think, that to us, when we realized in about 2022 that our collaboration with NVIDIA is going to actually to happen, and we're going to be a part of the driver that can support our technology, then once we had this confidence, we knew that in order to capture this opportunity, we will have to get more capital, because you need to invest a lot in sales, in marketing, and make sure that you rise above the noise, tell your story, et cetera, et cetera. So by knowing that this is going to be our future, we decided to raise more capital. And obviously, Nasdaq was a wonderful opportunity for us to raise this capital and execute on our plan, making ourselves apparent. This year, we participated in 8 trade shows. We launched so many new things with our platform. We launched our cloud service called Beamr Cloud in February of this year. In June, we also launched it on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. At the same time, we announced our first AI capability running transcription in real time for the video, and so many other capabilities. So Nasdaq to us, was the enablement to do all of that, and of course, to give our customers better service.
So you sit in an interesting position, because not only are you the CEO of Beamr, but you're also the founder,
Yes.
One of the founders. So what advice do you have for the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs who someday hope to build a company and take them public?
I would say, first of all, get good advice. Get good advice from your auditors, from your legal advisors, from your bankers, and learn, what it takes to become a public company. I would add to that each and every company has different gaps, from its current state, to become a public company, and it's all in the details. But the optimistic thing is that it's not rocket science. It is doable. It takes commitment, but once you commit to it, this is a process that you can sooner or later, pass successfully, and then empower your company, make sure you get successful afterwards, and return, this to your investors, and make sure, that they are as successful as your company is.
Your advice is get good advice, and that's good advice. That's great advice, and I think a great place to leave it. If you want to learn more about Beamr, they trade right here on Nasdaq under the symbol BMR. Sharon, thank you so much for being here, and thank you all for watching.